Hello, it's Artist Nichole Rae in the Art of Daily Practice. We are here for the little bits of inspiration, healing, and guidance. We are going to be talking about a New Year's practice and how you can reflect on the end of the current year and ground yourself with intention and vision. It's that time of year when we find ourselves saying, wow, I can't believe it's going to be 2023, or this year went so fast it just flew by. It can also come with excitement that we'll be starting a new year and have a fresh beginning, though for many of us that can come with emotions and feels from the year we just had. This year, many of us can relate to the feeling of holding on and embracing the changes that have come to be. The year came with many emotions that we possibly got a chance to feel and process. It came with a little bit of pressure to catch up on things at the same time. It all feels just a little bit different. As we embrace the new year, it is important to take a moment to acknowledge the year that we just had. This is a practice that I've been doing and having my students go through before taking a step into a vision practice for the new year. When we take time to reflect on the year we just had, which of course is not an easy task since many of us have a hard time remembering what we did yesterday or the week before, it helps us bring light to how far we have come, what we've accomplished, as well as give us a moment to say, hey, wow, I'm proud of myself for all I've done this year. Or wow, I hardly remember doing that, but I had done X, Y, Z. So what can you do to take a moment of reflection? I invite you to grab a pen and paper or your journal, and you're going to write the header that says 2022, the hashtag symbol, and wins, all capital. The hashtag is important, for that is going to be the symbol that we're going to use to acknowledge it as a win. A win is seeing something small or big with love that took place in your life. Then begin to take little bits of time each day and write down some things that you have done, experienced, accomplished, as well as any highlights and memories. Sometimes it's helpful to think about different months or dates that will help you remember different things that you experienced. Taking a look at a birth date or a special occasion or a trip you took or something that you had done, and kind of work around that. You don't need to go in order. Now, some of you might be like, that sounds really nice, but it's really hard for me to see, capital S-E-E, to see with light, to see beyond where you're at right now, to see anything you did this year with light. And that is 100% normal to be experiencing. I invite you to practice the foundational practice of I forgive and release to create and clear space of anything that might be blocking you from remembering the little and good things from the year. I know many of you are feeling like, whew, it's the end of the year. Wow, that's a lot. That's a feeling that you can forgive and release. This practice can be done out loud, mindfully, or writing the affirmation down and filling in the blanks with whatever you're carrying you'd like to release. I'll share some examples here. I forgive and release the year of 2022. I forgive and release not accomplishing a certain intention for the year I had. I forgive and release the XYZ emotion I'm carrying and that I've been experiencing. This could be overwhelm, anxiety, burnout, depression, anger, and so on. When we talk about forgiving, we're saying I am choosing to give. Forgive has the word give in it. I'm choosing to give love away into whatever it is that I'm carrying so that I can see, capital S-E-E, a different perspective with understanding and truth. So if there's things that have been heavy for you, this is where you can lay it down. And again, it can be out loud by saying it. It can be mindfully by saying it quietly in your mind, or by writing it down. If you do it one of those three ways, you are doing the work, and you will feel a shift in how you think and how you feel and how you look at the experience you had. It doesn't make it go away, but it helps give you clarity and understanding. This practice is not easy and it's not hard, but it is a practice. And that means when we practice, we're going towards the love, and the love carries the space that you most need. And it's also the space that you need to be able to meet this new beginning that we are going to have as we enter into 2023. When it comes to the new year, many of us need to use the F word, the word forgive, to create space of the pressures that can come when we hear the words New Year, the month of January, goals, resolutions. We must let love into these words that can often carry heavy energy and expectations to help us tuck into vision and intentions. So let's meet the F word again and release some of these things. You can repeat after me if you would like. I forgive and release the R word, resolution. I forgive and release the G word of goals. I forgive and release my to-do list. I forgive and release thinking I need to start some health plan or lose weight. I forgive and release thinking I need to change myself. I forgive and release what I didn't follow through with in 2022. You can see how these last few bring up some of that expectation that is often put on us by ourselves and outside influences that can often make it hard to just embrace the new year when we are then holding on to what we didn't accomplish in the year we just had. I invite you to keep clearing space using the forgive practice, for this will help shift how you feel about beginning the new year. So go ahead and take as much time as that you need using this reflection practice. There's no right or wrong way to do it. You may not feel in the mood to do it, but it is powerful and it is helpful to take that time of reflection and really see how your life shifted and evolved in 365 days. And when you're ready, we're going to tuck into our New Year's practice for 2023. So as we clear space, we create space for our vision. I refer to the word vision as the desires of our hearts. And when we begin a new year, it often is where we experience little moments of vision that pop up here and there. These desires that we feel and think are for us to have and experience. They are from our most present self, and it's important to honor what you desire to have in your life. Now, again, you will hear me mention the F word of forgive, because for some of us, we are challenged by what comes with allowing ourselves or giving ourselves permission to hold the energy that comes with vision. You may need to create space as you start doing this practice. And I invite you to create space of feelings such as, I don't have the means to make this happen. I don't believe good things can be in my life. I can't have XYZ because I don't have XYZ to do it, and so on. Again, you're going to see that forgiving, giving love away in, is a key to practicing when it comes to this time of year. As you clear space for vision, we can meet this practice with a mustard seed of willingness. Vision requires us to see, capital S-E-E, to see with light beyond what is in front of us and allow ourselves to see with the light past what we know, feel, think, and so on. It's not easy. It's not hard. It's a practice. Vision requires us to do the work. You don't have to believe first. That will come. You just need to do it. So, let's practice. Grab that pen and paper or your journal and make a header that reads 2023 vision. Now, important note, we will not be completing this in one sitting or in 1 hour or in one day. We will be using the month of January to collect and document our vision. We can use the months of the year and different things that you know that may take place in those months, such as a trip or birthday or special occasion, to help guide you. So let's say you know you're going to be taking a trip somewhere in the month of April. Then you can write that down on your vision. That's something that clearly you've already manifested from the year prior, but you can add it to your board. After you write the header, I want you to explore your heart of things you are desiring. This can be something you want to have or experience. These usually come first. Then I invite you to ask yourself, how do I desire to feel this year? Go ahead and write this down in your journal. How do I desire to feel this year? Feel free to pause this if you need. And allow those positive feelings, those positive words such as peace, calm, healthy, grounded, balanced. Again, use your F word of forgive and keep it nearby if thoughts arise that keep you from collecting and documenting your vision. Vision is going to come and go. It comes and goes. You will have moments where it's right at the surface and then moments where it feels much deeper and very hard to see. That's okay. This is part of practicing. Over the years of having a vision practice, I have also found it helpful to add the word intentions as part of this practice. This word can often channel that feeling of our to-do list, which for many of us helps ground us and we are motivated by it. You can use the practice of intention to fuel your vision, using the affirmations such as, I carry the intention to. So it's in a sense, I am going to do, but it takes away that pressure that we put on ourselves. I carry the intention. I'm holding the desire in my heart, that vision, and I'm going to carry that intention with my most present self into the year. And I'm also holding space that if it happens or doesn't happen, that's okay. Any of those things that I just said kind of bring up some feels, go ahead and use your forgive practice on that. I carry the intention to, and then fill in the blank with something you want to do, try, accomplish, have, and so on. You can also, if it's helpful, begin a list that says 2023 intentions. So for example, I carry the intention to eat healthy. I carry the intention to move my body daily. I carry the intention to take my dog Callie to the ocean often. I carry the intention to work on grounding my emotions and looking for different teachers and guides that can help me do that. I carry the intention to go through my closet and release any clothes I'm not wearing. I carry the intention to see my family in Minnesota. See how that works there? Vision intentions are interchangeable and go hand in hand. It's important to remember that when we begin a new year, it doesn't mean that you have to start something on the 1st. You don't need to have your vision list done by January 1st. You don't have to have it all figured out or done. For the longest time, that is what I felt. And again, it adds to this unnecessary kind of pressure. The end of the year is about reflecting. It's about being present into the holidays that we have and reflecting on your year. And it's about taking that nice long month of January to tuck into how do I want to feel, what do I want to accomplish, and as well as rest into that month. The beginning of a new year, which can be the entire month of January and even into February, is about going slowly and is with as much intention as we can. And that sometimes comes with not actually doing anything different, but allowing our thoughts to shift and change to prepare us to better step into the actions we are deciding to take. It's powerful to think, let me put my thoughts down about how I do want to eat healthy, how I do want to move my body, how I do want to be more patient before I put the pressure on that I have to start all of this of January 1st. Our thoughts, when we align our thoughts and we clear space of that heaviness, put out those positive thoughts that we need, we then are going to start seeing our life. We're going to start thinking about that because, again, the thoughts are there. We're thinking those thoughts, and that is a practice. That's not something that comes very quickly or swiftly to us. And then from there, we begin to act upon those thoughts. If you're wanting more of a practice for the year, the practice of vision and intention is something that has shifted how I go through the year, and I have been doing that by creating a vision list for the year, like we just talked about, and then each month in a journal setting monthly intentions. At the end of each month, I document my wins, #wins, in both my personal and business life, and then work on intentions for the next month. With that being said, I have created an online course called Cultivate 365, and it leads you through this practice in more depth if you're looking for additional inspiration and guidance. So as we get closer to the new year, I invite you to take time to reflect on your hashtag wins for 2022 and clear space of anything that the year is carrying to allow vision and intention to meet you with light and love. Remember, it is not easy. It is not hard. It is a practice. And it's the practice that takes you into the space within where the love is. I'm wishing you a very happy new year and also peace for exactly where you are here in 2022.